Today we're talking about Ash Trevino. Disclaimer for this video. I cannot guarantee that all this information is 100% correct or in chronological order. I had to get all my information off of TikTok, which we know is just known for being so incredibly reliable and not at all rigged by the government. Right? So I did my best. Bear with me. So who is Ash Trevino? For those of you who do not have chronic brain cavities from consuming TikTok content, I'll show you. Ash Trevino is a 35-year-old woman with 4 kids currently living in Texas. She was previously married to her high school sweetheart, but he did unfortunately die of cancer about a year ago. She used to work at a dental office, but then it came under new management and started being owned by Indians, which she said on live, quote, "I ain't working for no Indians," end quote. Good to see racism alive and well in the good year of our Lord 2025. She has since been going live on TikTok every day as her only source of income. So today we are going to be talking about very specifically her dating history. See, Ash has a history of dating inmates. One could call her an inmate hopper. What she'll do is go on live with said inmate and then use the revenue that she generates from her TikTok lives and then donates that to the inmate's commissary. Now, maybe this could be a positive, right? She's giving back to the community. Perhaps she's giving it to people who have been wrongly convicted. See, Ash exclusively dates men who have history of violent charges. So let's get into them. The first inmate boyfriend we're going to talk about is named Jesse. He's not very important because shortly after he got out of prison, they broke up. But that didn't stop her from moving on very quickly to her next boyfriend. This is a man named Francisco. Now, Francisco was convicted of murdering 2 teenage girls. So for everyone who says that I exclusively date red flags, I just want to say it could be worse. At least I'm dating broke niggas and not murderers, damn. She would go on live and say stuff like, "I know you didn't do that. You're a good guy." Did I mention he was convicted? Like, convicted and found guilty of murder. Just saying. She was also on live laughing about the death of these victims. So then, I guess her and Francisco break up or something. I'm not even really sure. I don't know. Nothing in this story actually makes any damn sense, and I hate it. So we move on from that guy. It's at this point that we get to another very important person in this story, named Santos. Santos is a fellow TikToker who got on Ash's radar because her daughter actually had a crush on him. So being the supermom that Ash is, she decides to fuck her daughter's teenage crush. Santos, by the way, is 19, and Ash is again 35. Santos also, by the way, has domestic abuse charges against him. Because who in this story isn't a fucking felon? But the two start going live together, and then they eventually meet up. After this meetup, people in Ash's chat start to ask her if she's seriously hooking up with a 19-year-old. To which Ash says the iconic line of, "I've already seen his pee-pee, and he's already seen my noo-noo."
I've already seen his pee-pee, and he's already seen my noo-noo. Okay?
So maybe TikTok should have stayed banned, because honestly, I think I could have lived without this. They also made a song together called Nunu. How that didn't win Record of the Year, I honestly can't even tell, because she said the absolute most iconic emotional lines as, "You want to know how it smells? As Santos. He knows it smells well." I have a feeling it doesn't smell well, Ashley. I hate to be the one to break it to you. But I hate to admit it, the song does kind of slap. Like, just a little bit, though. It does kind of hit. But just like everything else in Ash's life, this relationship soon also starts to fall apart. She goes live on Christmas talking about how she hates Santos because he's not answering her calls.
Bro, I fucking hate him.
After her very public crash out, Santos then comes over to her house and then says that he was taking a nap. And then everything's magically okay again. But then he's seen the same night drinking, underage, and someone in Ash's chat calls the cops on them. So then everything's not okay again? I don't really know. Not long after this night, we find out that Ash has had a secret boyfriend in prison the entire time that she's been dating Santos. The prisoner's name is Eli, and he is in jail for, and I cannot make this shit up, breaking his 2-year-old child's femur. Like, I don't even have a funny commentary for that. That's just gross. Put him down like a dog. We find this out because Ash is getting her makeup done on a live, and then she gets a text saying that Eli has been beaten up while in prison. And then she starts the on-screen crash out.
Guys, everybody tap. Can we share the live? My mods share to the team, guys.
Oh my god, no! Oh, bitch, don't cry, you're bad bitch! No, don't cry, you're bad bitch! Oh my god, I know. Oh my god.
And now we get to the point where somehow, for some reason, Ash and Santos break up. I'm not sure if it's because of the forcefully underage drinking, or perhaps it's because the fact that she's 35, or perhaps it's because of the fact that he was being cheated on by a dude who's in prison who beat up his kid. Either way, I wish that I could say that the reason was they figured out that they're both mental cases and need serious psychiatric assistance. But that's not the case, of course. Unfortunately, it's just that Ash wanted some new felon dick, I guess. Maybe she just missed those conjugal visits so much. Maybe the beds are really comfy. Who knows? You know, I think maybe the reason that she likes the prison bed so much is that when the bed bugs start crawling around, then her man can't tell the difference between the bed bugs and her crabs. At times like this, I wonder if my digital footprint is worth the things that I say online. The breakup is then confirmed by a series of videos being posted by Santos showing him and a new girl, to which he captions it, "Never cry over old Nunu, there's always better." And y'all say love is dead. He then posts another TikTok saying, "New year, new Nunu." He then posts a few more TikToks with this new girl calling her his girlfriend, and then he finally posts a video saying that he's officially done with Ash and has blocked her both publicly and privately.
Mrs. Nunu, I'm officially done with you publicly and privately. I blocked your number and I got your man.
So after all that, what happens to them now? Well, Ash and Santos have still been posting on TikTok. They still have a ridiculous amount of followers, and it seems like their lives are honestly completely unaffected by all the terrible things that they have done. So that's the official end of this video. Here's my closing thoughts. Well, I think the internet is an incredible opportunity for people to express themselves freely and be able to make content and money in ways that have never been previously done before. It also is a breeding ground for people who know that if they just do the next most terrible thing, they're gonna get somebody watching them. I think that a lot of this is genuinely these two people are seriously fucked up and actually bad people, but I also think that a lot of the reason why they decided to document this and exaggerate it so much is that they know that they just have to be insane enough and they'll stay relevant. And honestly, a huge shame to anybody who would sit down and seriously support somebody like Ash or Santos or honestly anybody in this story. I know that by making a video about it, I am in a way supporting Ash by giving her some sort of clout, but I more so mean the people that are sending her money despite knowing how terrible that she is and continues to be. So yeah, seeing stuff like this is very entertaining, but it also makes me wonder if we have strayed too far from God's light, and one of these days he's gonna Noah arcs flood the entire world again, because even hell is too good of a fate for some of y'all. Don't support people like Ash Trevino. Unfollow her if you are following her. And follow me instead. What the fuck? New videos every other week. Like, go read a book or something. Go watch the news. Go do something intellectual with your time. Actually, I wouldn't go watch the news. It's actually somehow more depressing than the situation is, so just stay on TikTok, I guess. But that's all I have for this video. So if you like the video, like the video. If you like me, subscribe.